welcome to another Core Set 2020 draft. We're going to keep things short here. Remember to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy the video, subscribe to the channel to get more content, and leave a comment if you have any questions at all. But let's dive into the draft. Also, if you want to check out the Twitch stream, you can catch it live, twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. But let's go through this pack. This pack is quite poor. There's not really any insane cards here. The best commons are Goblin Smuggler, Frostlings, and Reduced to Ash. Reduced to Ash... Good one, Cornball. Just because Reduced to Ashes is a nice little removal spell, having one copy in your red decks is pretty nice. Frostling's a great tempo play. It also puts you into blue, which is a pretty good color. And then Goblin Smuggler is pretty powerful as well, as just a way to give your cards evasion, specifically Lavakin Brawler. It's a really nice combo with that, because you can give the Lavakin Brawler unblockable, and then it gets pumped up after it attacks. Also a combo with, Pack Mastiff. I think, though, however, that the uncommon Sky Knight Vanguard is just a little bit better than those other cards. Sure, it's not an insane gold card, but I think it's significantly better than these other cards. These cards are all very, they're solid to above solid, but Sky Knight Vanguard can be a key piece in a Red White Aggro deck. And while I don't love drafting Red White, I'm open to trying new things and open to drafting a deck that features Sky Knight Vanguard. And also, it's early in the draft, so we can kind of see what's open, but I'm not going to be kicking myself for missing out on any of these cards, whereas if I do end up in Red White, Sky Knight Vanguard could be quite excellent, and I do like trying new combinations, so let's just take the Sky Knight Vanguard here, and we can follow it up. Smuggler plus Thief. Oh yes, Smuggler plus Audacious Thief is an excellent combo. Looking at this pack, we can't really read any signals because the rare is missing, so it could have been anything. Looking at the commons, though, Raise the Alarm is in this pack. It is a nice little combo with Sky Knight Vanguard because you can start really caring about a tokens theme, pick up Inspired Charge, and get some stuff going. I think that the bots have been reprogrammed to take Raise the Alarm later, so maybe this will wheel. And I think the best card in this pack, both from our draft perspective and also from a color just a card perspective, is Chandra's Outrage. 4 mana, it basically kills every relevant threat in the format. It doesn't kill Mammoth Spider, but it kills a lot of the other threats that you care about, and it does pair in the same color as the Vanguard, and we might wheel something like Raise the Alarm. So I think Chandra's Outrage is the clear pick out of this pack, and then following that, I think we would take the Leafkin Druid, maybe just give up on the Sky Knight Vanguard, or we could just take a Raise the Alarm to stay in white, though I would rather potentially speculate on a different color. But here we get to stay in red, so all is good with the world. Now, so this pack, again, doesn't really have anything insane that's in it. Creeping Trailblazer is the best card in the pack, but it is a red-green card. We could just take that and then pair it with our Chandra's Outrage and go for that little combination. We could also just take a Reduced to Ashes to stay in red, get deeper into that color, and then still potentially play the Sky Knight Vanguard. There's also an Inspired Charge, so once we know more about bot behavior, we could do something like know that Raise the Alarm is going to wheel, and then know that Inspired Charge is going to wheel, and then just start moving into red-white because we know we're going to get that little potent combo. Reduced to Ashes is also just a defensible pick because it's good removal, and good removal is premium. Apostle Purifying Light has not been as impressive to me as I thought it would be. Protection is quite good, but you don't play against the black decks in an insane amount, and even though the graveyard part is kind of relevant against the black decks, it's very slow and generally not a card I prioritize super highly. It is a pretty good sideboard card if you are playing best of 3, though. And then Boreal Elemental is a... sorry. Just getting this pillow. Nice. Boreal Elemental is a pretty good blue card, but we don't really have a reason to move out of our main color, red. I'd rather just take Reduced to Ashes over this. I think the main pick is between Reduced to Ashes and Creeping Trailblazer, but I think I'm just going to take the Reduced to Ash, stick to red, and see where it goes, see where it takes me. Okay, so now there is a Goblin Smuggler. There's also a Raise the Alarm, so the question becomes, would I rather stick to red or take a build around white card? I think at this point, I'd rather take the white card. I think it's a little bit... if I can get an Inspired Charge deck, Raise the Alarm is going to be a key part of that, whereas Goblin Smuggler is going to be solid no matter what, but not insane. There's also a Pulse of Marasa, which is quite good. But I think we might wheel that other Raise the Alarm, and then we could maybe build the deck around that. It's a really close pick here, though. Goblin Smuggler is a very powerful card, especially if I end up in a red, not white deck, but I think we could maybe just get a pretty good red-white go-wide deck, and so I want to try that out and just take the Raise the Alarm here. It seems like white has been fairly open. And now we can follow that up with either a Dawning Angel or an Apostle of Purifying Light. I think the Dawning Angel is just a little bit better. Helps you in racing situations. Also, just flying is pretty good in the format. I think Keldon Raider is okay, but not an insane card. There's also a lot of 4-drops that you tend to want to run. In this type of deck, you can run Inspiring Captain, you can run Lavakin Brawler. There's just a lot of options. And then there's an Infuriate, but Infuriate doesn't work as well with the smaller tokens. True as well, Maze of Death. I think we're just going to take the Dawning Angel here. You can really use the couple flyers you get pretty effectively. And now, Gauntlets of Light is a consideration, though it's not as important in this type of deck because we are kind of going a little bit wide rather than like going tall with Gauntlets of Light, though I have been impressed in some of the matches I've played with Gauntlets of Light. There's also a Keldon Raider, but again, I don't really prioritize this card, and Gauntlets of Light could be a key piece of a potentially cheesy red-white just all-in aggro deck that we draft. So I think we're just going to take the Gauntlets here over the Keldon Raider. I think it's just higher upside and makes our deck potentially much better. And now Griffin Sentinel I think is the pick over Scorch Spitter. I think we're going to be more caring about the evasion and also just the fact that we could potentially put a Gauntlets of Light onto a Griffin Sentinel rather than the Scorch Spitter being a 1-drop. I think this deck could probably go into the mid game. What I'm envisioning is a deck that has like multiple Raise the Alarms, a couple Inspired Charge, and then you just kind of stall the board and then swing all out. And that's not really where Scorch Spitter thrives. Scorch Spitter thrives where you're going all in really early, getting that damage in, using Infuriates to keep it alive maybe, and then using Goblin Smuggler to finish things off. But I think here this is more of a Griffin Sentinel deck. And now, wow, So there's a Gauntlets of Light, and once you get 2 of these, it does get easier to build around. Then there's also a Inspired Charge, which we could just pick up here because we do have a couple of go wide synergies. Once you have 2 Gauntlets of Light, you can start taking cards that are less powerful just because they synergize with Gauntlets. And I guess we could have a go wide sub theme in a Gauntlets deck, or a Gauntlets sub theme in a go wide deck, though they don't really mix all that well. I think this is a turning point in the draft because Inspired Charge, of course, works very well with Raise the Alarm, but you kind of need to have, I don't know, I think we might get that other one back as well, whereas this Gauntlets could also just be a great card. I think we're just going to take the Gauntlets here. Yeah, Inspired Charges do come up pretty often, and we did not wheel a Raise the Alarm out of this pack, which is not the end of the world. I didn't really expect to do all that much. We'll just take a Maniacal Rage. I guess we're kind of going towards an all-in aggro deck here. And Daybreak Chaplain definitely helps with this all-in theme. We did get an Inspired Charge, which is nice. And now just Moorland Inquisitor. Getting some decent cards. Soulmender, not really what we're in the market for. Goblin Ringleader, if you get enough goblins, can be playable, but we're not going to get enough goblins at this point. And we whiffed. Not really a red or a white card in this pack. We're going to put the Gauntlets of Light in the main deck and probably the Maniacal Rage too. This pack is horrific. We're just going to take the Infuriate and be very unhappy. Doesn't really have what we want, but, you know, such is life. Sometimes you could open a pack like this. Just the only card in our colors. Sorin. Not really what we want either. There's a Scampering Scorcher for that go wide theme. And then there's a Ironroot Warlord, but we aren't really an Ironroot Warlord deck. There's a Destructive Digger, which I do like, and then there's another Reduced to Ashes. I kind of just want to take the Reduced to Ashes here. It's just a very powerful, like, it's just being able to kill their blockers and just attacking them and chipping in is really powerful. So I think we just want to get a lot of removal in this deck. Sorry, if we can. I don't think we need Destructive Digger as much, and we might wheel one of these 2 cards because I'm not sure how highly the bots prioritize those. Marauder's Axe might also be fine in this deck. But I think we're just going to keep taking removal, even if it is slower and clunkier. Wow, Nightpack Ambusher. Wow. This card is insane. Kind of makes me want to move into green just to play this card, though we didn't really see that much green in pack 1. It's just a very powerful card. What would we give up in white? Not much, to be honest. We could just switch straight up into green pack 2 for just a super good green card. And there's not much we're taking it over. Like, I guess we're taking it over Dagger Sail Aeronaut. The Dagger Sail's okay with Maniacal Rage, I guess. It's funny because I don't love drafting all-in decks, but I actually have been enjoying, like, in general, but in M20 I've just been kind of having fun with them. I think Dagger Sail Aeronaut's the safer pick, so I think we're just going to take that. And now there's another Raise the Alarm. There's also a Shock. I think Shock is probably the pick here. Just very efficient, can go phase if you need it to, and more removal is always good. So we're going to take that over Raise the Alarm, and over Flame Sweep, and over Pack Mastiff. So yeah, and over Rate, yeah. Just good removal. And now we can get another little token payoff. Mask of Immolation, pretty solid with Raise the Alarm, and with Sky Knight Vanguard tokens if we get any of those, and just a good card I'm pretty happy playing. There's also an Inspired Charge that maybe wheels. I guess we'll see. So now the choice is between Embercat and Unchained Berserker. Embercat can not really be used for ramp in this deck. Unchained Berserker attacks slightly harder, but it does die to like pinging effects. I kind of want to take the Unchained Berserker here, but I think the Embercat might just be better. Heck, we're just going to take the Unchained Berserker. I think it's going to be pretty good in this deck. Kind of immediate punish with the Lavakin Brawler, because that's a really good combo with the cat. But I guess we'll still take it. We still don't have a ton of 4-drops. We don't really want a Bird Grabber in this deck. And now another Lavakin Brawler over Maniacal Rage, I think. Pretty clearly. Wow, wheeling a Leafkin Druid. That's bizarre. I guess we'll take the Colossal Hammer because we're not playing a green card in this deck. And now another Infuriate. Things are really shaping up, folks. Another Moorland. We're kind of getting there. It's fine to have an Evolving Wilds in your 2-color deck. We don't really want to play Prismite, but we'll take it. Maybe we were meant to just be green. Wow, and then we open a great black payoff. Jeez. So I think here we're just going to take the Lavakin Brawler. And then, or maybe Pattern Matcher. We have all 1-ofs pretty much. I guess we have a couple 2-ofs. Lavakin Brawler is just better than in Pattern Matcher. Let's just take the Lavakin Brawler, especially with 2 Infuriates, which can make this, like, when they do double block it, you just wreck them. So we're just going to take the Lavakin Brawler. Pacifism now pretty clearly, just a fine removal spell. Yeah, nothing else really for us in this pack. Ember Hauler can be hard to cast, but it's worth it, I think, in this deck. I mean, just a 2-drop that can be used as removal is really huge. Pack Mastiff is solid, but, I mean, I think Ember Hauler is just better. Yeah, I think white can be a very solid color in this format. And now we can either take Keldon Raider or another Inspired Charge. We don't really have a huge go-wide theme, so I think we're just going to take the Keldon. I don't think we need a 4-drop, though, really. I guess Inspired Charge is kind of a 4-drop. Huh. We have 3, 4 4-drops. I could see taking Keldon Raider. I could see taking Charge. Let's just take the Charge on the off chance that we really want it in our deck, which I don't think is likely. And now we'll take an Uncaged Fury for that sweet combo with Infuriate. When you have 2 Infuriates, Uncaged Fury gets much better. We don't need another Aeronaut. As I said, we don't need 4-drops, really. Inspiring Captain seems quite good in this deck. Just buffs up all of our other guys. Pretty useful. And now Cryptic Caves could really just give us a nice little late-game mana thing. Mana sink. And I kind of want to take Moment of Heroism just for an extra combat trick. Yeah, let's just take it over Marauder's Axe. Daybreak Chaplain came back. Perfect with our double gauntlets. I guess we'll take an Anvil Rot Raptor. Keldon came back. We'll just take the uncommon to build our collection. Glaring Aegis, sure, we'll try it, maybe, potentially. It is an option. I don't think we'll play it, but we'll put it in. Okay, so lots of cuts to make here. Of course, we will... Part of it's just the fun of trying to play red-white, because red-white is a color combination I'm going to play. 8-8-1 seems like a reasonable split to me. Let's just cut all of the cards that are kind of bad. So we'll cut a Glaring Aegis. We can cut Maniacal Rage. We don't really want Inspired Charge in this deck. We don't really want Keldon Raider. We'd rather just have these other 4-drops. So now we need to cut 4 more cards. So we have... Let's look at our curve now. We have a lot of 2-drops. We can probably cut the Gauntlets of Lights, and then we can cut the Daybreak Chaplains and just have a deck. I'm not a huge fan of Moorland, but when you're playing an aggressive deck, you just need to have 2-drops, and we have a decent number of combat tricks to pair with him. Yeah, let's just cut the Gauntlets of Light package. Our deck doesn't really use them all that well. We don't really have any 3-drops. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-drops. Maybe we just cut some Lavakin Brawlers. They're not that good in our deck. We don't really have any other elementals. Maybe we just cut all of them and then just try to get low to the ground beatdowns going. And then we can cut a Moment of Heroism. It's just like a worse Pacifism. I mean, worse Infuriate. I think I like this better. Let's go. Let's go. Red White beats. You know, everyone always hates on white decks, and white decks are not the greatest, but you know, you can definitely have some fun with them, and they can be effective for sure. For certain. And like, nobody just wants to watch teamer battles all day long. Like, I sometimes get tired of just playing the same decks, so I like to try new ones and see how effective they can be. And I think that's useful for viewers as well, because you never know when you'll just. I've also been kind of having. I just every time I put a Gauntlets of Light onto my 2-mana 1/3 lifelink, I just feel like I broke it. It just feels so funny. People in Platinum are not ready for the. Oh no, we're playing against a Diamond right off the bat. Oh no. Okay. Okay, this hand is not great. We're gonna mulligan this, I think. It doesn't have any like good stuff in it. It doesn't have other colors. I've decided to also mulligan more aggressively than I normally would. And this hand is also really bad. Okay, we're gonna keep this one. We're just gonna try and let's cut. What do we even cut here? We don't really want that. To be honest, we don't really want these extra mountains, but not great. Huh. If they shock this, we just lose. Oh no. Mulls to 5 never feel good. Oh, the non-bow. The non-combo. If only we'd kept the Daybreak. Okay, Capitan. All right. Okay. Capitan, protect me. Whoops, we should have played that after we played our... Whoops, we should have been able to crack this turn. My bad. Oh, man. I'm a little bit sad that we had to mulligan, so maybe we can steal this game if we draw an Uncaged Fury or something. Attack me, opponent. You know you want to. Hey, Black Mambo 88. Welcome to the stream. We are currently experimenting. I don't think we attack here, because they're clearly holding something up, or they would have just attacked us. And now we just make them waste their entire turn. Oh, goody. Oh, yes. So this can make this into a 10 damage play. So if we ever can get through... Oh, man, this game just got so much more exciting. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, that's what they were holding up. So this is... You have to be careful. So this will become 7 toughness, so it survives. Okay, so now if they don't have a blocker, we can kill them. Let's go! Come on, Inspire Captain, because it'll get 7, and then it'll be an 8. And it'll gain double strike. Oh, please don't kill it. Oh, no. Oh, just don't jump me, man. Don't jump me, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my gosh. If they have a shock, they'll block and try to double. Oh, yes. GG, opponent. Oh, yes. We got there on the mull to 5. Let's go. Oh my gosh, we combo killed them. That's how I drew it up, folks. Oh, not exactly how we wanted it to go, but we'll take it. Man, that was excellent. Platinum's not ready for the tech. It's not ready, folks. Let's make sure our deck is all on plan here. I think we'd rather have Moment of Heroism than a Daybreak Chaplain. Actually, than a Raise the Alarm, probably. We don't really have uses for the tokens. And Daybreak Chaplain at least works with our other stuff a little bit. I kind of want to play Maniacal Rage, too. Oh, it's just such a funny situation. No, we don't need Maniacal Rage when we have Gauntlets. The Gauntlets of Light. Man, this is a great example of how you can just live life to the fullest. You only live once. Beatdown, I agree. Maze of Death, I agree completely. The climb through Platinum is real. I'm just going to plug in... Oh, never mind. I don't have to plug in my phone anymore. Wow, we're just playing against all the Diamond players. They're trying to expose us to the Diamond lifestyle. Oh, man. If we hit a Plains, we just win. Oh, this hand is so close. We can't keep this. There's no way we can keep this. We have to hit exactly Plains on our first draw step. And this hand is so much better. So much better. Get rid of the Daybreak Chaplain. Actually, we're going to get rid of the Infuriate. Because we're going to try to lead with Sky Knight Vanguard, but... How do you defend against this kind of aggro? Any removal, Maze of Death. Literally any removal. Because I get 2 for 1 to just lose if they use a removal spell on my Inspired Captain. It just happened to have a good matchup against red decks. Because their removal is damage-based. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You thought you were safe, opponent. And then I just made a horde of creatures and killed you. Gonna play the Moorland Inquisitor because it has higher power. If they play a creature that's shockable, we're in such good shape. Just do it, opponent. You know you want to. Just a measly little 3-2. Oh, man, they used Murder on my 2-drop. Normally I'd be fine with that, but I don't really have a great follow-up. That's an okay follow-up. Play a shockable creature. Play an Undead Servant. Oh my gosh, they're playing Gift of Paradise. Get him. Oh my gosh, of course it's a Leafkin Druid. At least we get to shock it. So now we have pretty decent number of good draws. Love it when opponent doesn't block and you're holding tricks. Okay. If we had the lands to play our reduced ashes. Oh gosh. How lovely. Their Loaming Shaman is so cute. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Okay, we're just going to attack everything. If they go to eat a token, then we're fine. Sure. We're not going to go for the thing. Yeah, they have just a combat trick. That's understandable, but now our Chandra's Outrage is just going to win us the game next turn when we draw a mountain. We might also just win by like attacking past it because they block it. We have 4 damage. We basically just need to draw a mountain next turn. Or really, oh my gosh, this is so good. Just give me a mountain deck. Oh my gosh. Boom! Yes! Oh, this is great. Just crushing these diamond players. They keep matching me up against diamond. They have grown passive in their victories. Passive indeed. My opponent didn't even see the stupid stuff my deck does. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, this would actually be really helpful. You know, I kind of want to have all my lands come in untapped, though. Our mana's pretty bad, though. Okay, that's probably better. Don't need mountains when your opponent just doesn't have it. Opponent probably had like a super good 7-drop like the Giant or something. Ah, finally playing against another Platinum player. Let's go. And we have a great hand. Oh man, this Evolving Wild's coming in so clutch. We're going to get a Plains and then go Skynard Vanguard into Gauntlets of Light. And we have Ember Hauler as removal. And okay, against a blue opponent. Tonight I'm gonna hold you so close. Hopefully they're not playing red so they can't have shock. We're just going to use our moment of heroism here to kill the sprite. We can just use Ember Hauler to kill it if we want. Okay, Ember Hauler, kill the sprite. And then we can continue our attack. Okay, perfect. We will Gauntlets now. And now we just hope that they don't have removal. Because that's kind of just how our deck rolls. If they don't have removal, we can just overwhelm them. And it has to be like specifically murder. They can't have Agonizing Siphon. They can't have sleep paralysis. It has to be murder. And this is where we just hope they don't have it. They might have cast murder last turn if they had it. Because sleep paralysis doesn't work on the Gauntlets creature. Okay, so it looks like they're holding up a pump spell, but we also have a counter pump spell to that pump spell. We're just going to save our Chandra's Outrage. Because he's a jolly good fellow. And keep in mind, all these people had to work pretty hard to get into Platinum. It's not like they're just bad players. They're all going to be pretty good players, which makes it more fun. Oh, he's a jolly good fellow. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. If they have a negate, I'm going to cry. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. I'll say it right here and now. Them main decking Ether Gust to wreck me is just completely brutal. Oh, man. We do have lethal next turn, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we can get both of our things down. Wow, main decked Ether Gust, eh? I mean, it does make sense because Teamer is such a popular color combination. Oh, well. I think keeping it on top is correct, though. La-da-dee. Really put some pressure on them to block one of the 1/1s. I don't know whether it's correct to go all in on that guy, but considering that we have like a couple Infuriates in our deck that are just then lethal for our other creatures if we draw them, and we have a couple reduced to ashes, I think, and the 3/4 is really kind of hard to block for us. Okay, Cloud Conceer, sure. Their deck is good. The main deck Ether Gust is bizarre, but you know, you can't always. Man, that's just a high variance play on their part, and it worked out that game, this game at least. So if I attack like this, they'll go block here, jump, or they'll just go to... I think attacking all out is correct. Because if they use the Metropolis Sprite, then they can't trade with our 3/3. Let's see what they've got for us. Hopefully nothing too good. Agonizing Siphon would be a disaster. Or at least a little bit of a disaster. If they just play one creature, we still win. Interesting game. That Ether Gust was really good, but we're still in good shape. Oh, nice. We got there. Heck yes. Heck yes. Unless they have a Fairy Miscreant in hand and draw exactly Island. Nope. We'll just kill that just because. But we had lethal anyway. I just think I might have a quest for casting red spells. But yeah, they would have blocked this. They would have taken 3 on the ground. Boom! That's how we roll, folks. We are 3-0 with our deck. The deck of all decks. The power of the dark side. This is awesome. This is incredible. Oh, man. I mean, 3 wins is, like, good. Anything more than 3 wins is gravy. I mean, you can't expect to get, like, more than certain amount of wins, and we're really putting people to the test, and despite that Ether Gust, we still got there. That's why you have to stay positive, stay focused, stay vigilant. Because you never know what's going to happen, and you got to be able to go roll with the punches. Roll with the punches. Bum ba da bum. thanks so much to everybody for hanging out. It's fun to have a nice little Twitch chat going. I'm going to plug my phone and I'll be right back. Oh yes, we did it, folks. Oh, this is the perfect site to come back to. And we're on the play, I think. Ah. Hello, opponent. Oh, you have an Evolving Wilds. Get a mountain, I beg of you. We're so good against red-green decks. Oh, it's a forest. That's next best. Oh, this combo is so satisfying. I've done it so many times. Oh my gosh, red-green. Oh, this is heavenly. Oh, this is heavenly. Oh, yes. Sweet justice. Oh, yes. This is my favorite thing to do in the format. It's gotta be. I have more satisfaction doing turn 3 Daybreak Chaplain into turn 3 Gauntlets of Light than any other thing in this format. We should have played our mountain, though. Oh, no. There goes our Gauntlets. Sad day. Not going to pacify this because he'll just sack it. Oh, that's brutal. Hopefully we draw our second Gauntlets to really maximum punish them. So if I attack with it, they'll use their Brontodon to kill the Gauntlets. And so I think we pacify the Centaur Courser. This leaves my opponent in a spot where they could potentially just make a mistake. Hopefully they block Zack to get rid of this pacifism. Because our 5/5 is really all we got. Oh, they kill that. Yep. At least their guy's kind of knocked out. I don't think we could have gotten away with an attack on the Umber Hauler with the Umber Hauler. Opponent is at a functional 6. Thicket Crasher, okay. Wow, they just have a bunch of random artifacts in their deck. Let's see, we draw. Perfect. We don't want to have to sacrifice both of our creatures, because here, now we have them on a real clock. We want to play our land so they can't burn out this Ember Hauler without us having mana up. And now we just have to draw 6 creatures. I mean, actually 2 creatures, because we have them at 4 because of the Ember Hauler. Good game, buddy. Let's go. Man, I wonder if anyone that I play against like knows that they're playing against someone who does stuff on YouTube and Twitch and stuff. I mean, I've definitely played against people that watch my stream. Like, it was funny. I was actually talking with a guy in my Twitch chat, and then I matched up against him on Magic Online, which was really funny. And we played an epic match. But, you know, you always wonder how many people like actually know that you make content and stuff. Wow, if we go 7-0 with this deck, that would be like the most glorious of all decks. I just, yeah, I do these decks partly for fun because I just enjoy them. They're just hilarious to me. Every time I do what I did in that game with the Gauntlets of Light, it's just so much fun. I think putting more priority on Reduce to Ashes is something that has helped my win rate for sure as well. Just having removal spells is such a key part of this format. Removal's not plentiful, and if you are an aggressive deck, having removal is so key to your success. I don't know. This deck is great. It's so janky. It's so janky, but yet so powerful. The power of the dark side. We haven't really gotten punished ever, which is something that, I mean, I've drafted this type of deck like 3 or 4 times now, and I've never really gotten punished. I think there just are not the tools to punish you. Like, the only things that punish you going all in on a Gauntlets of Light are pretty much Murder and Unsummon, and that is basically it. And then Bone Splinters. T. Poticus. A gold 2-player. Oh my gosh, we did it again. Oh my goodness. This is wrong. What we're doing should be banned by the Geneva Convention. We're on the draw, but it doesn't even matter. Oh my goodness. We're against red-green again, too. This is glorious. Okay, since we have all the lands we kind of need at this point, we're just going to hold up a turn 1 shock. Because if they play a card that dies to shock, we just are in such good shape. Like if they play Creeping Trailblazer or Greenwood Sentinel or just any 2-drop, really, we can shock it. Which is a huge boon for us. And since we already kind of have the lands we need, we don't need to play the Long Wilds. As soon as we drew the 3rd land, we knew we wouldn't need lands. Okay, so now we are going to take a turn off from going for our combo just to kill this Overgrowth Elemental before it becomes a problem. Goblin Smuggler, eh? Well, that's a weird attack. They're not planning on blocking the 1/1 that we're going to get from this. It's really good to put it on a Daybreak Chaplain, because then Daybreak Chaplain becomes like a legitimate threat. Let's just get a Plains out of our deck. The deck thinning is real. Like, I feel like you're supposed to keep that back to block this 1/1. Oh, they have blue in their deck. Don't unsummon me, bro. Having Pacifism in my hand gives me... Oh my gosh, really? Who main decks Natural End? Honestly. Definitely just going to kill this thing. It leaves us up a 1/1. The thing is our Gauntlets of Light is usually just trading 1-for-1 with one of their cards. Or it'll hit them for a massive amount of damage and then trade 1-for-1. I don't think we're supposed to use Pacifism on Goblin Smuggler here. Infuriate, on the other hand, has a lot of potential. Like, sure, they eat one of our guys. I think we just save Infuriate for the extra 3 points of damage. We can Pacifism a big creature they play. We don't have to use it when they have mana up, because they can just shock our 1/1 or something like that. Okay, yeah, perfect. They keep holding up 3 mana as if they have like a Feral Invocation or something. So we'll just pump up our 1/3 so they can't shock it in response. They block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. know, we'll just wait. There's no reason to commit. We have him on dead next turn, dead to our flyer alone. Now there's some potential that they tap out. Good game. You might think it's BM to say it early, but they might concede. Yep, Mask of Immolation draws the concession. We had him dead with the Infuriate anyway, but... Whoa! Platinum Tier 3, here we come. Well, that was simple. The logo looks the exact same. Or at least very similar. People are too hard on Red White. I say this based on the fact that it is working out extremely well right now, but not based on any other evidence. I did play Red White before, but, like, I feel like this deck is quite good. Quite enjoyable as well, I might add. Oh, I'm out of water. How does that even happen? Well, I know how it happens, but it feels sad when it happens. Because running out of water is one of those things that, I don't know, just gets you down. Playing against more Gold 2 players as a Platinum 3 player now. Oh my gosh, this hand is great. We have our combo. Another one of our combos. We haven't done this combo quite as much. But it's still a combo, and we're going to keep it. And we have half of our other combo, which isn't quite as broken when it's not on turn 3, but we can still just draw it. Ooh, a white deck. Definitely lead with Mountain because we have Ember Hauler, which would probably be the ideal turn 2 play, though it's not as certain. Against a white deck, Unchained Berserker can just go the distance. Oh, hello. We will go with our pro-white guy that can become a 14-powered beater. It'll be 3, 6, 7, so it can be 14 power. So if they can't block it, it can do good work. I hope they don't go for the Gauntlets of Light combo. That'd be really funny if the only way our... Are they playing mono white? Oh, what's with the concession? They just concede to Unchained Berserker. That is the greatest. Oh my gosh. They're just like, yep, can't beat that. That guy's having a rough day. He's like, my opponent's main decking a pro white card, and I'm playing mono white. Everyone was hating on white, and now I know why. White is just terrible. I don't even know. Oh, that's so good. What is this? This is insane. We broke it. This is definitely what you like to see. You know, the best part is I'm like having fun while we're winning. That's like, if you're not having fun, there's no point. Eladan, welcome. We have 3 shots for the 7 wins with this deck. We gotta get there. Oh man, on the draw, this hand is not good. We're gonna mulligan this. We have such better stuff to do with this deck. This hand at least has both of our colors. I think we keep this and then ditch Moorland. Actually, we're gonna ditch Daybreak, because we already have the Griffin for the combo if we do draw that. Ember Hauler. So we can't win every game with our silly combos, I guess. Oh my gosh, why do they always have the Leafkin Druid on turn 2? It's so sad. Da-da-la-dee, dun-da-da-la, da-da-la-dee, da-da-da-da. Oh, nice. We're gonna kill that, I think. Probably with our shock, though. Da-da-da-dee. I guess if he blocks, we can kill it with by shocking it after combat. That's kind of neat. Ouch. That hurt. You got me. I'm not going to use my combat trick into 3 open mana. I also just really... Yeah, I'd rather save this for potential Uncaged Fury combo. So our deck is not really... We're not going to win this game, at least not right now, as it currently stands. They probably have like a Howling Giant or something in their hand. Oh, Pacifism. We just can't go for stuff into so much open mana. Which is worrisome because they probably... Like, if they have Howling Giant, I don't think we can win. Yeah, that's bad. Bad news, Bears. Oh, that's gives us some hope. Never surrender. Our 5/5 Vigilance is coming. We have to keep this up so that we can protect it from Chandra's Outrage at instant speed. Because now they're in trouble. Because we got trouble. Right here in River City. That's a capital P, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. So we have them on a 3-turn clock now because of our mask. We're not going to play the mask, though. We're going to play around reduced to ashes. Ha! That's what I am talking about. Boom! Please don't have Rabbit Bite. I just made a good play. Don't punish me. We're just going to block here. Sure. I'm fine with that. That was going to happen one way or another. Play around a second reduced to ashes. Did we get there? Boom! 7 wins! 7-0! Unbeatable! King of the world! Let's go! Oh my gosh. That was excellent. Oh my goodness. That was insane. Ha ha ha! 7-0! If you did enjoy this video, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comments down below. Hashtag perfect victory. Or hashtag perfect jank or hashtag beautiful jank in the comment section of the YouTube video to let me know you made it all the way till the end of the video. It's really a glorious moment. This is probably my first 7-0 run of the set, so it's awesome to do it with such a hilarious deck. I really do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to consider supporting the channel over on Patreon. Patreon.com/NicolaiBolas is a place where you can give back directly to support the content that you enjoy on a daily basis. For less than for $1 a month, you really do help give back to the channel, and you get cool rewards as a way of me saying thank you. And one of those rewards for certain patrons who support at the $10 per month level is being put into the credits. So thank you so much to all of those patrons that support me at that level and also all levels. I really do appreciate your support. That is going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I will talk to you next time.